Welcome back to the second edition of the eShop Black Hole. It only took 2 weeks in the depths of the eShop to come across a strange and terrifying title that left me running for my home screen. That's not a warning to avoid it, but just a suggestion to be prepared. After building up enough courage, I went in for a second journey, and I was rewarded with a cute tower defense game that calmed my nerves. So without further ado, let's take a look at a couple titles that you may not have come across in your exploration of the eShop. First up, a new shoot 'em up that straddles the line of being enjoyable and downright weird. 1917, The Alien Invasion DX, follows the story of Dr. Brunhild Stahlmüller, a World War I pilot who just so happens to also be a scientist. During the war, an alien race invades the Earth, and it's up to the Doctor to retrofit her triplane with captured alien technology in the hopes of defending Earth. Despite the odd imagery, like naked titans bowing to satanic gods, the bullet hell gameplay should appeal to fans of the genre. Enemy movement and attacks are predetermined, so a good memory is essential to progression. 1917 certainly earns its teen rating. No small feat for a game that is graphically inspired by the 16-bit era. A title screen with the Doctor holding a blood-dripping whip, and a boss battles that end in an explosion of blood and guts, all point to a game that adults might just want to keep to themselves. Our second find this week provides a mental workout of a different kind. We go from a gory retro shoot 'em up, requiring memorization, to a cute modern tower defense requiring strategic thinking. Alchemic jousts from lunatic pixels stimulate your neurons with inventory building through puzzle solving and real-time rock-paper-scissors style competition. The tutorial starts us off by introducing a jousting match. On the left is the castle you are meant to defend, and on the right is the opponent you need to defeat. Signs on the battlefield represent the amount of remaining health for each castle, and the first one to reduce that health to 0 through attacks is the victor. The weapons of choice are the 4 standard elements: fire, water, earth, and air. A resource meter builds up, and once charged, you can select any of the 4 options. The key to victory lies in both predicting your opponent's moves, while being able to counter the moves already made. The air element is the single flying attack that can be countered by itself, with the remaining 3 elements countering in the standard rock, paper, scissors style. After each successful joust, you earn turns inside your laboratory to discover new elements and power-ups. Discoveries are made by combining 2 elements together and hoping that the mixture develops into a usable item. For example, fire and earth combine into lava, which essentially just creates a vehicle that carries both elements. If the lava was to run into an opponent's water element, then the fire is defeated and an earth element is then left to continue the charge. Other power-ups you'll discover can boost individual elements, attack the opponent's elements directly, or even provide passive benefits to your team. Well, that's what we found this week in the eShop Black Hole. For a complete rundown of all the titles that were released this week, we've got the eShop Roundup from Casey and Perry of the Talk Nintendo podcast.